now, it's all about me and my bro, Jehar. So,
I'm excited. I was actually wanting to see Hetic a little bit earlier today.
Yeah, and of all players to watch. I mean,
yeah, no kidding. But here we go. Cool.
You know, Cypher, his rockets are what he's known for, but his rail can be absolutely devastating. And on this map, I think we're going to see no exception. As we go live, take us away, Jehar.
All right, going to be watching strenx out of the gate, getting an early rail off. And oh my God, Cypher coming through that teleporter is going to be a very early first frag. Netting strenx that first red armor. We have, oh God, no mega for you. strenx taking it all. And a lot of people have been wanting to watch strenx this weekend, and this is why.
Well, we were able to see strenx talks a little bit earlier, but you know, I feel like, you know, strenx apparently slipping outside does good for his aim. He's pretty ridiculous. And of course, Tox was able to dismantle him, but you know, I think strenx is going to come back with a vengeance,
but
taking down
no
Cypher. strenx is taking down Cypher 3 times in a row, 75% rail in the opening 40 seconds of this match. And you know, even though Hetic is known for quick frags, this is quicker than most.
Absolutely, but things will slow down a little bit. Cypher, wanting to have some time to lick his wounds, is going to be taking another rail. But nice shaft to kind of keep that distance. A nice escape in order to get out of strenx's reach after the mega grab. But Cypher getting a little bit caught up top is going to be taken down once again. Cypher getting a spawn down by YA, and that rocket, that was Cypher's rocket, wasn't it? Yeah, new mouse sponsor. Yeah. But up top, 5-0. strenx cooling things down a little bit here. And Cypher not quite hitting the shots that he needs to. Finally got one on top of red armor. That's actually going to be fairly significant. If strenx takes one more, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. But he took it after getting the grab for red armor. So he's still got top position, still got a grab of mega, and we really haven't seen a punish for that mega. There we go. There's the response out of the teleporter. But frankly, we need to see a little bit more than that from Cypher, because for every rail that Cypher is dishing out, strenx is just paying it back.
Yeah, and Cypher here is completely crippled. He's going to look for damage probably before he dies. Oh, he's able to use teleport to get away, but not enough in order to escape anywhere else than his doom. 6-0, and this is the first bit of damage that strenx has really received. He's down to 33, up to 58 after the 25. And that is a server-side thing that we cannot change.
Right.
So, yeah, the tech guys are saying timers. Yeah, that is up to Sponge from id Software to fix, because they are not enabled by default.
Or sync.
Yeah, so quite frankly, strenx is kind of destroying Cypher on Hectic, and I did not expect that. I expected it at least to be, you know, kind of even, maybe 3-5 or 3-7, you know?
Well, you know.
Oh, here we go. There it is. Finally, Cypher getting on the board. That's what I was looking for. And here's the important thing. How will he control the rail? I started to talk about the rail, but I want to show off the mega in case anyone's not familiar with the map. I wanted to show where the power-ups were. But the railgun is actually kind of almost like a third power-up, I would say. Because if you can deny it, then it basically means that it takes a lot for the opponent to have a way to get shots in on you. So there
Beautiful.
it is. strenx is able to finally pick up a rail. He does eat a rocket to the feet, but he's still kicking. Cypher's going to look to try to trap him here. He hears him down below.
He's got control of top tier. So there's
nice.
strenx sneaking one through up top. And that's put Cypher down to railable territory. And with that shot, strenx might be in the same place. Just barely over that limit. But Cypher, 38 health, he's back up on armor.
Exactly, and now with that 25, he's somewhat more comfortable, but now with the mega, now he's feeling a bit more comfortable.
Again, no challenge for that.
Well, but strenx, if we go over and take a look at him, you know, he was at 80-30, and actually, timing off, he actually comes through the teleporter, and Cypher says, you know what, thanks for the frag. It's now 5 frag difference, and Cypher has just picked up an opportunity. He has even health and armor, and of about, you know, 130-ish. And unanswered damage there. Cypher's in a great position. There's a pretty easy frag. The question is, what kind of conversion can you get? Conversion being basically a spawn frag, which is a frag that you get that turns into pretty much an easy frag. Although strenx doesn't make it easy. Is able to put damage into Cypher, and he will get away with his life, but just 45 health as he makes his escape.
Yeah, any delays on that red armor when he's that low is going to be very risky as strenx is coming out of the spawn. And even now he's having to kind of work some ground that's going to be a little bit more dangerous because strenx was able to set up with that rail, and in fact got a hit off. And so now Cypher's going to have to be working from that lower position. But here we go, taking one more rail. He's not quite railable right now, but then you could just, you know, sneeze on the guy. He'd be done. Toast. Nice
like right
LG.
Now.
Yeah, or another rail, that would do it too.
Yeah. 78 overkill, 78 damage. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so railguns, by the way, they do 80 damage for anyone that's kind of new to Quake Live. That's kind of an important thing to mention. It's different than Quake 3. So if you played Quake 3 back in the day, you never played a lick of Quake Live, then you should know that your railguns are a little bit weaker in Quake Live. That being said, Strenx now has slowed things down enough where, and also taking control, I would say, where Cypher now has a lot higher roads to climb, and he's not able to really climb very high there. He did do some important damage to Strenx, but that railgun right there basically made this very safe for Strenx.
Yeah, we're currently looking at 62% rail for Strenx at the moment.
Wow.
And that was actually a situation where Cypher, you know, he had him up against the corner, he had rockets out, and Strenx really should have taken a lot more damage from that, but here we go. 9 health for Strenx, he's up top, but he's got to be careful about his next move. The Mega is grabbed, but now, with only barely over 100 health, that was fairly risky for Strenx, but look at that LG. It's going to be an 11th frag for him, just over the halfway point.
You know, I think a lot of players might have played that a bit more safe, but I think Strenx was like, you know what? I know the timing on Mega. I'll be able to get it. I can survive then another rail, and I can finish you off. And he was able to do just that. So 11 to 5. Not only that, but he also secures.
Nice bounce.
He also secures the top side of the map, and you can see him forcing Cypher away. Cypher with a parting shot. 12 to 5 though. Strenx is able to pick up the kill, and he has to be very careful here as he drops in.
Nice.
Cypher tries to get the counter kill, but it does not happen. Hang on. Now Strenx
A
can't.
botched rocket jump.
Yeah.
It's going to be very dangerous for him. Down to 1 health. I mean, that play by Cypher to attack him on the 50 health, not a bad play at all.
Ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Strenx surviving with 16 health, and he has had less than 20 health. Finally, he goes down. Less than 20 health for over 30 seconds, which is a very rare thing to see in Quake Live. Pretty much, you know, you're going to die. So 14, man. Very much in the realm of possibility. And Cypher trying to trap Strenx. Here it is. 7 frag difference. Plenty of time to come back. I'm going to stay on Cypher's point of view, because I feel like the momentum has just shifted.
Absolutely. And in fact, right now, up top, we can hear Strenx down below. There's another pickup of Mega unchallenged. And where is Strenx in order to take him not only at the exit of Mega itself, but after he's, you know, made some distance?
Oh, wow, nice.
Wow. That Strenx wasn't even setting up for that to be an attack. That was a bit odd from him.
Yeah, he was just trying to traverse the map, and Cypher said, sorry, I need to take about half of your stack and just flush it down the drain. 14 to 8, and Cypher, look at this. Now, here's the really key thing about Hectics. You want to stay up on the top tier. Having that height advantage, yeah, basically you're going to drop down only when you can basically pounce on your opponent. Cypher only has a rail here. He's got nothing. And down he goes. So Strenx, rather, only has a rail here. And so Cypher was smart to just follow up with the kill. And, you know, Strenx, I would say, you know,
good time to break off.
His defensive rockets are good, but nothing like Cypher's. But I think there, you know, he's postponed the inevitable. I believe we have ourselves a telephone. That was quite nice. So 15 to 9.
Absolutely, and right now Strenx still holding on to 55% railgun accuracy. You can see that he's really wanting to work with that and really rely on that for a lot of these angles. And even at this range, there we go. There's a switch. But even that MG, that's going to make things a little bit difficult, actually. I mean, 40 health. That 50 was taken just a few seconds ago. There we go. There's a spawn. That's what he needs.
Oh, well, what a great opening by Cypher. And a follow-up for the kill, 10 to 17. Cypher, I'm going to try to stay on his point of view, see if he can turn this thing into money. Quite frankly, though, he lacks a rocket launcher. You can see that what he's going for, and Strenx just denies him. Take a look at the plasma count, 31% for Strenx. Back over to Cypher's point of view as a fresh spawn. I want to see what he does with the clock clicking down. Minute 30. Oh, that's the wrong decision. Strenx may have just solidified his lead there because he shut down Cypher because here comes the next cycle of health and armor. And, oh no.
He's not moving.
Uh-oh. Do we have a 999? Pop it up.
He's back in. Okay. That was weird.
Yeah. So maybe Cypher's just mentally getting ready for the next game. He's like,
yeah,
okay,
to pick his cable back up after he flipped it.
It may be.
Which is quick, considering.
21 to 10. Now, again, I want to point out, this is single elimination, best of 3, so everything is on the line here.
Yeah. Strenx or Cypher goes to bed a sad man tonight.
Yeah, so, you know, with double score at the moment, with just about 50 seconds left, I think Cypher needs to start thinking about, you know, what is next. Did we get the second map out of them? I'm trying to remember.
It'll be a surprise.
Okay, so yeah, special surprises here at QuakeCon 2011. Cypher, of course, the defending champion of QuakeCon, able to topple Cooler in 2010 in an epic epic. Instead of, I believe we went to 5 maps last year, so...
Yes. Finals should, you know.
Yeah, well, I always hope that they do. That being said, strenx, you know, this is a guy who, in most of his recent career, you know, the big lands like DreamHack and QuakeCon and things like that, you know, he's done well, but not like extremely solidly. Yet here, I mean, the form that I'm seeing out of him, I kind of expected it to be the other way around. So
yeah.
I'm really glad to see strenx is just completely here to win it. And I have to give props to Steve-O, one of the resident QuakeCon junkies, because he was like, this is strenx's year, man. He's so mad about having to sleep outside that he's just going to destroy everyone. And I think he might be right. So Cypher...
All sorts of pent-up rage.
Yeah, Cypher on the receiving end, 22-14 on Hectic. We head over to...
Furious Heights, all right.
Okay, so pretty much not quite as fast of a map, and not quite as aggressive. You have the common issue of Mega and Red spawning synchronously, so players can choose one side of the map and listen where their opponent's going and run to the other. So, you know, there's basically an advantage, I would say, in some cases for the more defensive player to get back in control, because if they play it right, they can force one of those items to spawn in their favor, even when they're out of control. That's kind of a rare thing. And so we're going to see this opening here. strenx starts with a rail, goes back for a lightning gun, and has 125 armor. Cypher, mega health, and had about 70 armor. It's been whittled down. Now he's down to 1 health. After that, he's going back for another rail. He's able to hit it. So strenx will go down. Cypher has to tiptoe down, and he craters.
That's how you start a map.
Oh, and God, and he gets a terrible
stun. Diving in.
strenx is able to turn around and get that kill. Oh, holy poop nuggets, I think is appropriate for that.
Jiminy Christmas.
Oh, man. That's fantastic.
People say that? I don't think they say that.
Did you say Jiminy Christmas?
I never...
Man. That's great. Now, look at that, though. strenx forcing Cypher back. He's able to collect... I think he collected a nigga. Let's go take a look, but it's not... Nothing's left of it, of course, with all that damage. Wow, what an opening.
Yeah.
Cypher getting a kill, but having to crater.
And it really mixes things up as far as your assumptions about, you know, what the situation is going to be, you know, 1 minute into the map. So a nice MG frag. strenx picking up another rail off of Cypher.
Like,
and he's going to be fairly happy with that. I mean, oh, look at this, dropping down, going back through the corridor, but did we see Cypher head back towards railgun? Yes, he did. He's coming back in, but it's going to be a mistake as strenx comes in.
80% rail right now.
Yeah, well,
he hasn't even bothered to use the LG, which is what strenx is known for. But he's like, yeah, you know, I don't need to hear
Save that for later.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to swarm up with my rail here.
I think KGB signed that LG.
Do you mind, Cypher? Yeah. Oh my God, Cypher doesn't even have his head turned around. strenx is able to just totally drop in on him. 4-0. Oh my God. I mean, this is not play I would expect out of Cypher. I think he's just having a rough day.
Well, either that or he needs to turn his FOV up.
I don't know, something. But strenx, pretty much, you know, 2 minutes in, already 4 frags up, and it's a solid 4 frags. I mean, we've had very few. I think we've only had one sort of mutual skirmish here, but. That being said, strenx.
Ooh,
Alright, here we go. That's typical Cypher, laying a trap with rockets, hitting another one on the exit, comes back in with flap and just destroys strenx. Fantastic work there. I mean, that is what I was trying to say to Too Good. Like, Cypher to me has basically taken his game and found ways where he can be like ridiculously aggressive. I mean, that was a little bit more obvious of a place to be aggressive. You know, like, but he completely makes it work for him. And
absolutely.
And one thing that Too Good did point out was Cypher's plasma is just ridiculous, and we saw it there. That is actually the reason why strenx died. That's because Cypher absolutely unloaded into him. So fantastic work.
It's always ridiculous. This is just one of the times it was good ridiculous.
Yeah. There we go. A little bit of a mistake there. Misses a rail and has to eat a lot of damage before you can do a weapon switch. Yeah, so you got to be very careful about picking that initial shot. I think Cypher entered that room a little bit too far, and strenx was able to punish him.
Alright, but Cypher's going to be able to get another rocket bounce and convert that to a frag. 66 health, but that's not a problem. The 50 will be available, and now we can decide which way to go. In fact, strenx sneaks in right below him, and Cypher barely gets a little bit of a rocket off. Mega health is not going to quite be back up yet, but he's going to be setting up across bridge, dropping down for YA. Here's the teleporter, but he didn't quite anticipate it. He reacted to the sound rather than look forward to it. Oh, he missed the jump. He still got it, but he took a bit more LG as a result. But that was a golden opportunity for Cypher. Maybe he can follow up with
That's risky. 1 health. Oh my god, none of the LG hits! Oh, Cypher's not able to finally connect, and strenx will finally get the frag with a bona fide rocket, but man, that would have been ridiculous had Cypher been able to survive that. So 5-2 strenx, 3 frag benefit. The question is though, oh my goodness. Okay, so here is a bit of an issue because with the timing of that kill, you know, strenx. Okay, so look for damage on the red, but you know he has options. He can back off to Mega, which is already up on his platform. There it is, boom. We'll see it again at what 47, I think. So you know we'll see what kind of go. I'm gonna hop over to Cypher's point of view and see what kind of sneaky things. Oh my God, yeah. Again, Cypher trying to be sneaky, and strenx is just like, hey, guess what, dude? You're gonna die. Here's a rail.
Alright, but strenx up. He's actually got a very, very decent stack right now. He's going to be taking some... Ooh, wow. A bit of a chase there across there, but he was really pushing in strong onto the Mega Room at the expense of just dropping down for actually a fairly easy rail hit. But Cypher will be getting away with the yellow armor. Red armor is going to be a risky place to be, but he knew that strenx was going to be coming through that door, got quite a bit of LG off, but that weapon switch killed him. Quite literally, and strenx still has plenty of stack to work with, and he's delaying the grab of red armor. There we go. He got him red on 505.
So, and that actually is pretty good. It's kind of a little bit off though in terms of the split. Because Mega will be up in about 10 seconds, a little bit less than 10, and strenx. Yeah, basically, he's going to have some time to get there. There it is. Okay, now where Cypher is though, strenx is actually going to beat him to RA. So. strenx goes aggressive, top side, takes the, evens out the height advantage, and hits better rockets. Cypher is on the run, and he will go down. This is a free red for strenx, and he'll get the YA, and he'll be set for the next Mega, to be honest. This is a great setup by strenx, and I feel like strenx is just in better shape right now.
Absolutely, and a beautiful rocket bounce coming up the top. Cypher should be quite LGable right now.
No way, no way.
Getting in close like that takes that advantage of like the mid-range LG and it being a finish off and turns it into just a hug rocket fight, and everybody hurts.
Okay,
in the situation.
I just literally had a flashback to Cypher Cooler, where Cypher just started a fight with 100 health, like no armor, against a 200 Cooler, which is something that no one does. And Cypher almost won that fight. I mean, that is ridiculous.
Yeah. He
played the gamble. It didn't quite pay off. But I mean, that's kind of a new facet that I'm just completely loving about his game. Is you see him make these completely almost Avic-like aggression.
Mm-hmm.
But strenx still on top, not able to be put down by the craziness that Cypher threw out. So 10-2.
All right, and a beautifully predicted rocket. That was it looks like GGs are being called 10-2. I don't totally blame them.
Yeah, well played indeed.
I won't believe it. Hold on, we've been here before.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't believe it until they somebody FFs.
Oh wow! I mean, this again, reigning QuakeCon champion just dethroned by strenx.
PO? Are they doing PO?
Quite frankly, I am perfectly happy if they play it out.
Okay. Okay, GG. Okay. I was like, let's not do this again. That was not necessary.
That's all good. I mean, honestly, if you're strenx, you just keep playing. And if Cypher just wants to stand there, that's fine.
Yep.
And looks like we might get respawn timers for the last 30 seconds of this. That being said, okay, they might play it out, but Cypher, I think, is just basically saying, dude, you have played extremely well. GG already. And okay.
So we can turn respawn timers on. All right, there we go.
All right.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I mean, they are
You're
on.
good to go.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
It's a server-side thing.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Sync Error. So, that being said, 14-3. We're going to wind this one up. Look at these accuracies, man.
Yeah.
60% rail, 35% LG. We knew that he didn't use LG for like the first half. He didn't pull out the lightning gun until like halfway through the map. So I know that this is kind of garbage time, but I don't want to switch away just in case something crazy happened. Yeah, okay, Cypher's kind of doing the thing. Yeah, I mean, did you expect this from strenx, like 2 mapping Cypher? I expected this to at least be a 3 mapper.
If I had a nickel for every time Steve was right, I'd have a few nickels.
Okay. Yeah. So hop over to strenx. I think he deserves the camp time. Seriously, he's played an amazing game. Wow. I mean, I guess I'm just a little bit stunned because Cypher has been on this killing spree for, DreamHack, QuakeCon, everything. He's been winning everything lately, and I'm hats off to strenx. I'm a little bit curious though, because strenx already had a rough time against Tox, so maybe that speaks more to Tox's shape than anything else.
Yep.
Now I'm really curious to see who does Tox
It's
play.
going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. So, guys, in a few seconds we are going to hop over to the next game. In fact, you know what? I don't want to end early. I want to really play these out.
I totally don't blame you.
Since we're in the playoffs, you know what I mean? I don't want to turn away. Cypher, though, able to get a little bit more on the board, but this is all just sort of moral victory at this point. strenx has clearly done what he needed to do to move on.
But this is interesting for Quake Live. I mean, Cypher, second place, QuakeCon last year. And now?
What? Cypher first place QuakeCon last year.
I'm sorry, I keep...
Cooler second place.
You're right.
And defending champion.
I keep seeing them, behind flying chairs, so it gets confusing after a while. But yeah,
all right, there we go.
He's out of the game. I mean, this has some parallels to Evo. That was this past weekend.
Look at his accuracies. 50%.
Look at these accuracies.
I mean, even though Cypher hit 50%, he only shot 18 rails.
You're trolling him. They want to see
35 rails.
They want to see 0-4 and Epic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, well played strenx.
Play the man out.
I'm impressed. All right, so Z4, right? Is that where we're going?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see if I can find that real quick.
Good idea.
I do have these amazing ideas. Let me find the match slowly.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's literally what I'm doing. Oh my God, where are they? Avix 04. Oh, found it.
Okay.
All right. Okay, cool. We're gonna go straight into it, guys.